We're going to be opening up the brand new or a couple of weeks old Trainers Toolkit. This is the latest Trainers Toolkit that Pokemon Company has released, and the previous one was a red box, which you might recognize from being on store shelves. So the contents is different compared to the red one, and if you guys want to buy this product, I'll leave links in the description down below. So if you were thinking about playing the game, this is honestly a really solid item to pick up because it includes a bunch of important and staple cards you can pretty much use in every single deck when it comes to the Pokemon trading card game. This, just a disclaimer, just a heads up, this is not really meant for collectors. This is a product that is built for the players from the ground up. This also makes for a really good gift. So if you're gonna give this to a kid or just someone who's new to the Pokemon universe, definitely something I would recommend. And if I was, you know, trying to learn how to play Pokemon and wanted to have some fun outside of collecting Pokemon cards, this is a product I would love to receive and I would definitely give to someone just learning about the game. And if you were thinking about learning about decks or looking for other deck reviews and stuff like that, I do deck reviews, I do. So if you want to see some reviews, I'll leave the deck review playlist linked down below. And I'm also going to start doing some deck profile videos where I show you guys some highly competitive decks. I was actually ranked #1 in Canada for the online ladder for the month, I believe, of September that season. And right now I'm currently ranked like 3 in Canada. I play a lot, okay? I play a lot. So I'm planning to do like tournament vlogs, a series more vlogs in my tournament series videos. And I'm also gonna be going to different regional events where I fly out to different places like Vancouver, Ohio, Wisconsin to just compete in Pokemon trading card stuff. So if you guys are into that, definitely subscribe. And yeah, if you guys ever wanna hang out during my live streams, I will be playing Pokemon trading card game online on my Twitch, twitch.tv/SneakerTalkCA, or on this channel where you guys can subscribe with notifications on, and that will let you know when the videos are live and when I go live streaming. Let's get this box open right now and show you guys and show myself what's inside. I know there's a bunch of stuff I needed in this anyways too for some of the decks I'm building for fun. A set of dice right here, pretty nice. Some blue and one blue and a couple small black dice. Now these are not your typical traditional dice. These actually have numbers like 30, 60, 40 on them, 120, and that is because they're damage counters. So back in the day, and even now in the decks that you can buy, they give you cardboard circle cutouts that you can play with if you're playing the game. The dice are just way more efficient to use and way cleaner looking. So if you want to, you know, play the game, you need those dice. You can use regular dice, of course, too. Some sleeves right here. We got these really cool sleeves. I believe the sleeves from the previous Trainer Toolkit had like a rainbow theme to them. So this is blue. It's nice. It matches with the theme of the whole deck box, or not deck box, Trainers Toolkit right here. Very important. These are all the cards that are included. Included a Crowbar V. We're going to talk about this in just a second, but let's continue opening up this product. We also have a Trainers Toolkit. This is it's going to give you basically, I believe, all the cards in this stack online. So not only do you get physical copies of the card, you also get online copies of the cards. Then we have a brick. This is called an energy brick right here. This thing is massive. So this is, I believe, 150 energies. And right here, it's showing a leaf energy. But we're just going to open this up. And typically, I'd probably just throw this in the garbage. It's a massive paperweight to me, just because I have so many energies already. And so many products that you buy, including Elite Trainer boxes, they also come with a smaller stack of energies that are like 1/3 the amount. But it's not just grass energies, so you're not going to have to worry about it only being for players who want to play grass decks. It comes with every single type of energy out there. Bam, look at that. Poison counter right here with a little skull, and we have a burn counter as well. Rule book, which is super useful, but honestly, the quickest and easiest way to learn how to play is to play online. The online game, which is currently called PTCGO, Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, is going to be upgraded and replaced by an upcoming game called Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, PTCGL. Funny enough, you can't trade in that version of the game when it comes out, so it's not even going to be a trading card game. It's just going to be a collectible card game, you could say. So if you want to learn how to play online, super easy. There's tutorials. Make sure you make an account before you learn how to play because it saves your progress. And if you want to make an account, it's not going to save your progress from your guest account that you get without an account. Rulebook, I'm going to throw that in the recycling. Deck Builder's Guide. So if you want to learn how to build your deck, it's basically just going to give you a little heads up, the tutorial, little basics. So if you wanted to learn and wanted to just read up on Pokemon and stuff like that, this will teach you how to build a somewhat a deck that works, you know, a deck that works. Because when it comes to your actual deck, I'm just going to recycle this now. When it comes to the decks, you want to have a certain type of ratio just for consistency, so you have a shot at winning the game. However, some decks at like a higher level will have completely weird and whack ratios of like energies. Like there's one deck out there right now that is a Volcarona V and Kyogre deck, and it has like 40 energies in it. So not every deck is like that, but there's some outliers. In terms of the packs that are included, let's open up these packs and see what we get. So the pack selection includes Sword and Shield base set, which is great because it is a harder to find type of booster pack right now. There's a lot of expensive cards in this. Vivid Voltage, which is a big fan favorite. Chilling Reign, this is a very competitive set. There's a lot of really good cards in this set, and another Chilling Reign. So I believe when this product was released, Chilling Reign was the latest set at the time. Let's open this up together, see what we pull. Vivid Voltage first. And if you guys are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. I upload daily videos for the month of November. We don't usually do daily, but this month in November, we're doing it daily. And every day I miss, I'm going to give away a free booster pack, but we're not going to miss any. We're going to upload daily. So if you want to help me on this journey to 10,000 subscribers, absolutely subscribe. I welcome you to, whoa, I just smacked my camera. I welcome you to my community, and I'd love to have you here. So here we go. First pack with Vivid Voltage. We got Weedle, Beldum, a little Phanpy, Duskull. I'm looking over here because that's where the viewfinder is, by the way, so I can see what I'm actually opening. A Galarian Berserker, a Psychic Energy. I think I forgot to do the card trick. Yeah, so I forgot to do the card trick. I'll do the card trick for the other one. So if you guys don't know about the card trick, when it comes to Pokemon cards, because I'm assuming there's a lot of new people watching this video, when it comes to Pokemon cards, they always put like the certain nice holo rare cards or whatever in the same slot. So if you want to make that last card be the amazing sensation, make it guarantee be what would be the best card in the pack, you're going to take the code card away, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have the cards right here. You're looking at them like that. You take 4 cards, move them to the front, and then the big card is going to be here, and the one before that will be the reverse holo. So reverse holos can be any card in the set, and it's going to be a reverse holo. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Some sets will have secret rares and stuff like that, and that's where those cards will typically go. So here we go. We're going to turn it around and do the pack opening, and you guys will see what the card trick looks like. So the last card is always cool. So a lot of YouTubers and people who like to open up packs and, you know, build up the hype will make sure the last card will be the best card in the opening. Here we go. Path to the Peak. Ledian. We've got the Lantern. We've got NK right there. Diglett, Scorbunny, a Shuppet, I believe, Cubfu. We have the reverse holo Passimian, and it's a reverse holo rare, which is even harder to get because, one, it's a rare card, which is typically going to be in the last slot, but it's reverse holo, which makes it even more valuable. All right, and the last card of this pack is a non-holo Ampharos. Also, pro tip, since there's going to be a lot of new people watching this, if your code card is green, it typically meant or means that your last card is not going to be holo. If you get a white code card, which is like this, it's going to be holo or better. It could be an ultra rare or something with even more shiny shiny paper on it. So the thing is, when it comes to the most recent sets that Pokemon have been printing, like the recent reprint of Evolving Skies and Darkness Ablaze, it seems like they're not really doing it very well. So they've been like messing up, you could say. So we don't really know what the code cards mean anymore. It could mean anything. But in terms of the older releases and stuff, white means good cards, and then green means it's not going to be a valuable card. So here we go. First pack of Chilling Reign. And if you guys do find this video helpful at all, absolutely hit that like button. It does help me out in my channel in helping me get to that road to 10,000 subscribers. And it does also make me sleep at night a little happier. I'm just messing around. Let's go! A Fan of Waves gold card. That is insane. So gold cards like this, typically you get one like every 150 packs or like 100 something plus packs. This isn't a super valuable one. I wish it was a different gold card, but it's still a really good gold card. It's still valuable. I think this one is worth about like $10 or something. They typically make gold cards of like the highly competitive cards. So this is a card that will see some play, but there are people out there who do like to collect collect gold cards and bling out their decks. I'm one of them. I like to bling out my decks, but this isn't a card I'm using for any of my decks at the moment. So I'm going to put this to the side and sleeve it up later. And now let's get to the final pack of our video, base set Sword and Shield. So wish me luck, and hopefully we can get some awesome card out of this, because Sword and Shield is pretty hard to find now these days. And there's so many cards I actually need from this. Not just because I don't need them, like I don't need them. There's cheaper versions of the cards I have, but I want to bling out my deck and make it all shiny, you know? So let's do this card trick right there, 4 to the front. And here we go. Psychic Energy, Drizzile, highly competitive card. A lot of top tier decks use this card, so I'm going to put that to the side. We got, I believe, Heatmore. Yeah, Heatmore as well. We got Energy Surge, Energy Retrieval, Flabopus. We got this Scorpion guy, Skorupi. This art's really nice. That's some nice art. Yamper right there. We got Goldeen, Blipbug, a reverse holo Choodle. We got Squirtle's Stepbro. And on to the last card. It is a non-holo rare Cramorant. Editing Christian here. I completely forget to show you guys the contents of the big jumbo pack of cards that this box has. I actually opened the packs right away. Let's open up this pack of cards. And one cool thing is, I'll talk about this Crobat in a second. One cool thing is these packs in the Trainer Toolkit have some exclusive cards. So you literally can't get some of these cards anywhere else. The only way to get it is to buy this product or go on places like eBay and stuff and buy the singles of these cards. So let's start off with this right here. So this right here is Crowbar V. Crowbar V is one of the most popular cards in the current game because its ability is amazing. When you play this card onto your bench, you draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Now this is a card that is considered a staple because it can go into any deck. You don't have to be a dark type deck to play this Crowbar V. People just use him for the ability, which I mean, that's a testament to how good his ability is, if so many random decks are playing this particular card. Now this Crowbar V in particular is a promo. It is promo Sword and Shield 110, and it's the only way to get this version or this art of Crowbar V. But there are other versions of Crowbar V. I'll have them up on screen. We have the Darkness Ablaze Crowbar V, there's the Full Art Crowbar V from Darkness Ablaze, and there's also the Shining Fates version as well. Such a good card. So I don't even think they just give 1 copy. I think they give 2. Yeah, they give 2 copies. So that's how important this card is to the actual card game. So we're going to put that to the side, and we're actually going to give one of these Crowbar Vs away. So comment down below why you might be watching this video. Are you watching it for fun? Are you watching it because you want to see what we pull from the packs? Are you watching it because it's a video on the channel and you just like to support me? Or are you watching it because you want to buy this product? Or are you watching this because you're new to the Pokemon trading card game and want to learn more about the game and stuff? Just tell me why, what led you to this video, and hit that like button down below, and of course subscribe. And one person within 2 weeks of this video going up will receive this Crowbar V. So yeah, and of course if it's past 2 weeks, just comment down below anyways. I'll probably comment back and reply to you. So here we go. We got 2 Crowbar Vs right there. I'll keep one for myself for my binder. And then we have this card right here, Sabrina and Bryson. This card isn't tournament legal or legal in the standard format. It's going to work in expanded, so I don't really know too much about it, so we're just going to skip past it. But this is actually a promo card that you can only get from the Trainer's Toolkit. So if you really like this card, that's the only way to get it. So we got a Sabrina and Bryson. We got Air Balloon, which is a super important card. It allows your Pokemon to basically retreat for free. It gets rid of 2 retreat cost on your Pokemon, and that is a lot of Pokemon out there. It's seen in so many decks. Like, it's a staple. That's why it's here. So I'm pretty sure they give more than 1 copy. We got Cheryl, which is great. It's gonna full heal your VMAX Pokemon, which is broken. Like, it's really strong. Really important in certain decks. Boss's Orders is a card that allows you to switch your opponent's active Pokemon with their bench Pokemon, which means you get to pick who you're attacking next, which is super handy, especially if you want to just win the game on that particular turn. There's a lot of times in the game where all you need is to draw a Boss's Orders and you win the game because you're selecting the target you've either weakened or has a lot of press cards that you pick up if you knock it out. So Boss's Orders, very important card, and they've printed this a couple of times in the current format. Originally it was in Rebel Clash, but they also put it into Shining Fates as well. 2 copy. All right, we got Escape Rope. This switches both your Pokemon and the enemy's active Pokemon. So it's like a switch and boss's orders at the same time. However, you don't get to pick the Pokemon they're switching into. They have to pick it first, but it's great if you need to switch and you want to attack someone else. Evolution Incense, a staple in a lot of decks that involve evolving your Pokemon. You get to search for any evolution Pokemon, so a stage 1, a stage 2, or a VMAX or something like that. They have 2 copies of that. We got Big Charm, which gives you 30 more HP onto any Pokemon. Cape of Toughness, which gives you 50 HP, more than the 30 that I just showed you guys, but it only works on basic Pokemon. So regular V Pokemon or just like everyday basic Pokemon. We have Bird Keeper, which is a switch plus you draw 3 cards. Quite handy. We got Leon, which allows you to do 30 more damage for your attack that turn, and it combos really well with the Charizard Vivid Voltage theme deck, where if you have more copies of him in your discard pile, you're doing an extra 50 damage. So he's a staple for that Charizard deck from Vivid Voltage. Marnie, this is the most popular card in the game. It allows you to draw 5 new cards from your deck, and your opponent gets 4 new cards, and you just reset your hands. It's great to get more cards in your hand, but it's also great to cripple your opponent and destroy their hand and have them have a reset. You can combine this with something like Path to the Peak, which stops abilities from working, which means you play this, then you play Path to the Peak, and then your opponent can't play Crobat to draw those cards up to 6. So you really mess up your opponent's situation, which is incredible in a lot of cases. So Marnie, a lot of decks use 3 to 4 copies of this. It is an essential card in the game. So we got 2 non-holo copies, usually it's holo. We got Metal Saucer, which is great for Zacian decks like I use. Basically puts a metal energy onto a benched metal Pokemon on your bench. Fishing Rod allows you to take 2 energies and 2 Pokemon cards from your discard pile back into your deck. So if you lose something important, you can just put it back into your deck with this. Crushing Hammer, a very annoying card. It is super, like it was really popular in the last meta before rotation, but you flip a coin, and if it's a heads, you take an energy off of your opponent's Pokemon and it goes into the discard pile. It's really disruptive and can really foil a lot of plans and set your opponent back. A lot of decks used to run 4 copies. These days, decks don't really play this as much, but it's still really handy if you're into really annoying your opponent and putting them in like a chokehold. So 2 copies, I believe, of Hammer. We got Telescopic Sight. This card does extra damage to your opponent's benched Pokemon if they're a V or a GX. So it's great if you have a Pokemon that does a little bit of damage to the bench, so you can spread out some even more damage. We got Professor's Research, another very important staple in the game. A lot of decks run 3 to 4 copies, and that's because you can discard your hand and you draw 7 cards. So if you have no cards in your hand, you literally if you have one card in your hand and it's this card, you play this and you get a full brand new hand with 7 new cards. Or you can discard your hand if you're in a tough cookie and get a whole new 7. And in some decks, there's actually benefits to cards being in your discard pile. This card is really good because there's a lot of cards out there like Metal Saucer where they can take advantage of certain cards being in your discard pile. So I can use this card knowing I'm going to put a energy into my discard pile and then hopefully draw into a Metal Saucer, and I attach that energy for free. I use it all the time. Really good card. Professor's Research, most decks run 3 to 4 copies. Quick Ball, another essential card. Discard 1 card from your hand to search for any basic Pokemon. This helps your decks a lot with consistency to make sure you get that card you really need out onto the field. 2 of that. We got Rare Candy, which allows you to skip stage 1 evolution in Pokemon. So you can go from Weedle to Beedrill or Charmander to Charizard. You just have to play this card. Very good. This allows you to only run like 4 copies of Charmander, maybe 1 Charmeleon, and then 4 Charizards. So you can skip having the middle portion of the evolution by having this card in your deck. Really nice, really important for a lot of decks out there. We got Level Ball, another staple card as well, which allows you to search for any Pokemon with 90 HP or less and add it to your hand. So for example, you can search for a Sobble or a Drizzile, pretty much any Pokemon in your deck if it's a low level or low HP Pokemon, and add it to your hand. It's great for consistency and finding out and getting the right card at the right time that you might need. So Level Ball, really good. We got Bruno. This card is more technical for single strike decks, so I won't get into it too much, but there is a single strike Bruno right there. We also got Switch. A lot of decks run 4 copies of Switch. It does pretty much what it says the name is, Switch. It switches your Pokemon with your active Pokemon. So 2 copies of this. Next up, we got Scoop Up Net, which allows you to pick up any non-V or GX Pokemon and put it all into your hand. So if you have a weak Pokemon that is taking a lot of damage, you can basically full retreat it back into your hand. It loses all the energies attached to it, unfortunately, or else it'll be too broken if you didn't lose all that stuff. And it just gets into your hand for free. This is also a really good card because you can also use it as a pseudo switch, or pseudo switch? What I'm trying to say is, if it is a regular kind of Pokemon that's not a V, the fact that you can pick up your active Pokemon with this card is basically a switch, because you're going to be able to put your next Pokemon into your active spot. There's some cards that really benefit from this, like Galarian Zigzagoon. When you play it down, you do 10 damage. So you combo this with Galarian Zigzagoon to do 20 damage, because you play it, pick it up again, you know? Little combos like that, they help out. Next up, we got some special energies. This is the Coating Energy, which prevents the weakness of fire happening to your Steel-type Pokemon. It doesn't see too much play these days. We have a Single Strike Energy, very important in Single Strike decks. You absolutely need 4 copies of these. So it's good to see they have 2 of these, which is, you know, Single Strike is super popular right now. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have Rapid Strike. Yeah, Rapid Strike, same deal. Rapid Strike Pokemon are really cool because it counts for 2 energies instead of 1, and it's like a rainbow energy. Also, Single Strike energies, if your Pokemon attacks with this, it does an extra 20 damage on top. So there's some perks, some bonuses to using these types of energies. One thing to keep in mind though is that you can only use this energy on Single Strike Pokemon, and you can only use this energy on Rapid Strike Pokemon. So if it's not the type of Pokemon, it just gets deleted. It's discarded into your discard pile. Turbo Patch, where you flip a coin, and if it's heads, you get to attach a basic energy onto any of your Pokemon. Basic Pokemon that isn't a GX. Next up, we got Corinna's Focus, Rapid Strike card. So it is searchable with certain things like Octillery. And this card, it says draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. So really good card. It's kind of like Professor's Research in a sense where you get to fix your hand up. So if you have like no cards left, you just draw 6, or say you have something important in your hand that you don't want to discard, you can play this card instead and fix your hand up. So we got 2 copies of that, 2 copies of Capture Energy, where when you play this onto your Pokemon, you get to add any basic Pokemon onto your bench. So it's really, really good. I'm just dropping all my cards. It's really good in certain decks where you want to fix up your consistency and say put a card onto your bench that you only have maybe 1 or 2 copies of, which might be harder to find. You can just search it up with this and bring it onto the game. All right, and the last card is a promo card, which you can actually only get from the Trainer's Toolkit. We have Miss Magus, or Miss Magus? Yeah, Miss Magus, which evolves from Misdreavus, and it's not too good, but it is a promo, so if you're a promo hunter, there you go. All right, so comment down below why you're watching this video for a shot at that Crowbar V I showed you guys earlier, and if you want more deck reviews and all that kind of stuff, this is the channel for you. I'll catch you guys in another video. Peace out.